Oh, fuck. Here we go. We're live. Game on. Let's quarter some onions here. We'll actually just slice some onions. Throw them in there. If you're watching now, hey guys, how you going? Shit. Chase can't peel an onion yet. That's alright. Such a quick and easy one. Venison spaghetti. It's kind of end of year cook up. I've got a heap of things going on today. What I'm going to do, quick venison spaghetti. That's in the slow cooker. Then I'm going to come back. I want to do it's like a wild goat meatloaf, but I'm going to incorporate some of my Italian pork sausages into the meatloaf, and it's a Parmigiana style. So it's layers of cheese and tomato in it. G'day Dana, how you going, mate? Then after that I've got a crayfish dip to make. I've got a couple of crayfish I'm just defrosting. Also got some pork sausages, and I've got 4 pigs to mince up out the back. So it's going to be a fairly full-on day and probably go take me right up to New Year's. So what am I doing for New Year's? Pretty much cooking and prepping food, I suppose. But so just a quick, I don't think it's kind of off camera, but at the moment I am, and I'll just put that down there. G'day Dave, how you going, mate? So at the moment I'm just finally chopping some onions. This has got to be the most simple recipe you could kind of wish for when it's coming for game meat, especially. I'm going to try and complicate it a little bit just to fuck people around, but hey, you know, that's how it is. So rough chop, and I'll get straight over here, and I'll flick that around a bit, guys. I'm all over the camera today. I know that it's a bit shit, but got a few people watching now. So as you can see over in the corner, there's the slow cooker, and I like doing this in the slow cooker. It just gives me time to do other stuff. That's the great thing about slow cooking in game meat as well. There's nothing wrong with it. And I'll just flick that in there. Get rid of that onion, beautiful. I'll take that out of there. So there's my venison mince. It's off a little fallow last year. So use that up, and there's probably maybe 500, 800 a kilo of mince there. And I'm going to throw all that in. Straight in. Done. It's still partially frozen, but that doesn't really matter. Also, I've got a little container, there's 500 mils there of venison stock, and I'm going to throw that in. That makes for a really, really tasty bolognese as well. It's like a gravy, it'll work really well. As I said, still partially frozen, that one as well. So it's basically going to be a nice little bolognese sauce, nice and rich. To that I want to add the cheapest of cheap fucking red wines you can find. And I'll just make sure it's working, hold on. Yeah, it's definitely what it says it is, shit. Good slug of that, there's probably few cups of that. What else do I need? Garlic. Definitely put some garlic in it. And I've got 2 teaspoons of garlic, which is equivalent to 2 cloves of garlic. Chef's favourite friend. I've got some diced tomatoes. Throw that in. You want it nice and rich. Unlike me after Christmas, absolutely fucking broke, but we're living. So there we go. And to that, I'm going to add, have I got any in here in the fridge? Doesn't look like it. Okay, so what I'm going to add to that is a good squeeze of tomato paste. So probably two tablespoons of tomato paste. What I do with the tomato paste, instead of using tomato paste, I use like a pizza blend. It's got a few herbs and spices in it. It's got a bit of flavour to it. So that'll just help thicken it up a little bit. There you go. And the important part, if I can show you this, I'll just flick this around. Back down, get up, Mike. How you going, mate? So there you go. I've got some fresh basil, straight out of the garden. She's looking a bit second-hand, but I've just washed it, and that's all right. I just want to rough chop that basil. There you go. I was going to say take any dark leaves out of there, but they're not too bad. They've just been eaten by a few bugs. There's no bugs in there. I've just given it a wash. Definitely some oregano. Some of those fresh oregano leaves. Heaps of them. And it's important you put some fresh herbs in it because it makes that taste so much fucking better. And there you go. Just pull those backwards. That'll help get all those leaves off. So a heap of fresh oregano, and I've got some fresh thyme here as well, and I'm going to use that as well. That'll that's some beautiful flavour in that, straight out of the garden. There you go, just pick a few of these leaves off. Wicked. If you wanted to, you could put some fresh tomatoes in there. I have got fresh tomatoes there, but I think those tin tomatoes, that tomato paste will be tomato enough. It's got that red wine in it for flavour, heaps of venison. You don't want to overpower the venison too much. Alright, as I said, I've got crayfish dip going on after this. Meatloaf, I want to do a meatloaf, and I'll probably go on live and do that. It's like a Parmigiana meatloaf. It's got layers of cheese in amongst the meatloaf, so it's really, really good. Dark leaf, there you go. Give them a rough chop. And you want a good handful of those herbs. Good handful, straight into the slow cooker. And I'll just flick that around. Actually, fuck it, I'll take you with me. No, probably not, because I'm hooked to a cord here. That's shit. I know what I'll do. I'll bring the mountain to you. G'day Craig, how you going? So there you go. That's what it's looking like so far. Absolute magic. That's just sitting there. The mince. You want to give that half an hour all to defrost, so put the lid on it. You can add a little bit more liquid to that if you wanted to. As I said, some fresh tomatoes, a little bit more tomato paste to it if you want. You can add some of your own stuff. It's so simple. Then give that a couple of hours for that mince to cook. You want that mince to start to brown off, and then all you have to do then is just boil some spaghetti and add a little bit of spaghetti to it. I'm just going to swish that around, get that tomato out of there. Done. And if you find that that's too sloppy, it's too wet, with all the stuff you've added to it, all the yummy. You can even add the pasta to that afterwards and thicken it up. It'll be absolutely perfect. Beautiful. So there you go, guys. That's as simple as it is. I can't overdo that. Like that's spaghetti bolognese, or venison bolognese. That's how easy it is with game meat cooking. It's fucking not that hard at all. Pretty simple. So that's one of a few. Hope you enjoy your Saturday. I'm going to come on live a little bit more. I've got heaps of stuff to do end of the year. For those that don't catch me, Happy New Year. Thanks very much for following. Absolutely appreciate all the followers that have followed me this year. All the comments, the support I've got. All the people that have bought merch off me this year. I'm absolutely fucking stoked. That just makes it easier for me. I'll be able to give back to the community and also buy things and make sure I travel around and and see people. So for those that have done that, thank you very much for watching. Appreciate it, and keep following. There's heaps more. If I don't, all the best for the New Year's. Cheers, and thanks, guys. Awesome. Cheers, Dave. Thanks, mate.